A mostly cloudy good morning to you. I hope your day is going well for you, wherever you might be. A little bit of sun earlier this morning here at Radio Center. Terry Henne, along with Matthew Lester, but it didn't last very long, maybe a couple of minutes, and that was it. Now we're back in the clouds. It looks as though we'll get glimpses of sun as we go through the remainder of the day today. Kind of an interesting weather pattern. Right now, we do have that low-pressure system that we've been talking about the past couple of days that was going to wind up over southern Lake Michigan around the Chicago area. It was going to move up a little bit up the lake. Then it was going to drop back down. And then eventually it was going to move off to the east following the border of Indiana and Ohio with Michigan. Well, it hasn't quite gotten that far yet. It's still anchored pretty much in the southwest corner of the lower peninsula. So with that counterclockwise circulation of air, as a result, we are looking at a spinning pattern that is pushing quite a bit of snow into the upper peninsula, quite a bit of snow also in Wisconsin, especially southern Wisconsin, and right along the shoreline of Lake Michigan and Wisconsin. And then some pretty heavy bands of snow this hour anyway in northern portions of Illinois. They'll be picking up more than 4 inches of snow here as we go through the remainder of this afternoon there, but that is not going to happen for us simply because that low is going to take a little bit more of a southerly track. So we are going to be looking at some gusty winds later on this afternoon, more than likely tonight, but I think especially after midnight tonight, we're going to have a south wind, and we're going to have an east wind, and then we're going to have a north wind. All of that as that low moves ever so slowly in a easterly direction. Matthew, what do we have right now on the thermometer, and where are winds coming out of right now?
Yeah, over at the airport, it's partly sunny at 40. Over at Midland, it's cloudy at 39. Here at Radio Center, it's cloudy at 41. We have south winds at 13, gusting up to 24 miles per hour, and our pressure's at 29.29, and it's rising.
Yeah, rising very slowly. That low is a fairly deep low, but not as turbulent as far as weather goes for us right here in the immediate Great Lakes Bay area. And for that matter, much of the lower peninsula, we're not seeing hardly anything in the way of precipitation. As I said, the primary recipients of weather activity happened here overnight and late yesterday afternoon. Many locations picking up anywhere from 1/4 of an inch to more than 0.6 of an inch of rain. We did have a couple of unofficial reports of 2/3 of an inch in the Bay City area. Pigeon over in Michigan's Thumb, the west side of Huron County, just under a 1/2 inch. Sandusky had 3/10. Munger had about 44 hundredths. Freeland looking at a little bit better than 4/10. Linwood had 0.6 of an inch of rain. Ionia looking at right around 4/10. Lapeer, 1/4 of an inch. The research station down at Michigan State, 28 hundredths. McBain had 0.6 of an inch. Fairgrove had just under 1/3 of an inch. Tornadic activity, that was in Illinois and Kentucky over the last 24 hours. All that activity has moved off to the east, and it looks as though Pennsylvania, sections of West Virginia, extreme southern and eastern sections of Ohio, they are going to get hit with some form of storm activity, and all that activity is moving off to the east, as witnessed in the New York area where the Tiger game was postponed. We'll see what happens tonight. That game is scheduled for 7 o'clock this evening in New York. They are going to have bands of rain moving through that part of the continental United States. They have had some very heavy rains of 1 to 3 inches of rain in and around New York City, so we'll just have to see how everything shakes out. One thing appears to be pretty much certain. The game that was postponed yesterday with the Mets has been rescheduled for Thursday, and I think the weather is going to be a little bit better for that game. That's scheduled for a 1 o'clock Thursday start before they move into Comerica Park for opening day on Friday. So what are we looking at right now? Mostly cloudy skies, glimpses of sun, a south breeze, 43 is our projected high, so we're not going to get much warmer than what we are right now. There is going to be a wintry mix as we go through the remainder of the day, very spotty, like the sun. It's just going to be one of those days. Clouds, though, will dominate. Then tonight, we're going to be looking at mostly cloudy skies. That mix will continue very light, 33 for a low. Sun will set this evening at 8:06, rise tomorrow morning at 7:12. Low pressure system will be over northern Indiana tonight in its eastward track. Now, during the day tomorrow, some light snow, cloudy, a few showers around. That low is going to be over Lake Erie. About noon tomorrow, 40 for a high, 30 for a low. We'll have a north wind gusting to 30 miles per hour tomorrow. So that gives you a pretty good idea where that low is going to be situated. Tomorrow night, still north wind gusting up to 30 miles per hour. It's clouds, 30 for a low tomorrow night. Then on Friday, we're going to be looking at 45 as we go through the day. Sun will be moving in on Friday. We'll have a north breeze gusting to 25 miles per hour. So down at Comerica Park, it'll be a little bit closer to 50 for a high tomorrow. And I think they're going to have a little bit better chance of seeing some sun down there. 32 for a low on Friday night. More on the weather as we go through the broadcast. Standing by, Matthew, who do we have today?
Up next, we have Cody Harris from Star of the West, and we also have Doug Klein from Oppenheimer.
But before we get to them, we want to remind you the weather forecast brought to you by the folks at Nutrient Ag Solutions.
Nutrient Ag Solutions has the local expertise to recommend the corn, soybean, and other seed products that are the best fit for your field. Plus, unparalleled agronomic support with products and services to unlock yield potential and improve crop performance from planting to harvest. Ask about our financing options to help you get more from every acre and lead the field. Visit your local Nutrient Ag Solutions branch or go to nutrientagsolutions.com.
Say, do you want to unlock the secret to higher yields? If you're applying dry fertilizer, the key to better yield potential is Titan XC. Titan XC is a fertilizer biocatalyst that unlocks and releases the bound up nutrients in granular fertilizer, promoting better root uptake and plant growth. Drive performance this season and beyond. Release more nutrition. Expect better results with Titan XC. For more information, visit lpi.ag/unlock or contact your Nutrient Ag Solutions crop consultant today. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Weiss Equipment in Frankenmuth. Remember, they've got that Farmall line of tractors ready to go for you. All you got to do is stop by, tell them what kind of work you need done, and they'll pair you up with the right Farmall tractor, anywhere from the A all the way up to the C and the C series with cabs. The tractor does it all. Can Do comes in red. Farmall tractors available today at Weiss Equipment in Frankenmuth, doing it right longer. And also by the folks at the Michael Sarr Crop Insurance Agency. Risk management is what you're going to need, Mr. Farmer. The way Mother Nature has been throwing her weight around here so far, it looks as though it's going to be a very interesting season. So be prepared. Remember, they are licensed to serve all of Michigan with both conventional and organic crop insurance. You can get a hold of their agents quickly on their cell for questions or emergencies, or you can call the office. Located in downtown Reese, the Michael Sarr Crop Insurance Agency at 989-868-4722. We say good morning to Cody Harris over at Star of the West. Cody, I noticed that we had a few more pluses the last time I looked. Are you there, Cody? Well, I'll tell you what, Matthew, why don't we put Cody on hold and let's slide over to Doug Klein over in Oppenheimer. Doug Klein, good morning. How are you? I wonder if they can hear us or not, Matthew. Do we have the...
Hey, Mr. Doug, can you hear me? All right, hold on.
Do we have the my microphone? Yes. Do we have my microphone in audition? There you are. Good morning. Nope, he can't hear me. Let's try it again. There we go. All right. Can you hear me now, Doug? No, it sounds like we're having some technical difficulties right now. Why don't we put it? Can you hear me now, Doug? Nope, no one can hear me. Tell you what, Matthew, why don't we take a quick break and then we'll see what's going on here with our equipment. More coming up, but first this. Experience the most reliable RTK signal from PC Ag Solutions, compatible with most GPS receivers. Trade in your old radio or modem and get an affordable subscription through us. We have over 25 base station locations across the Lower Peninsula, and we're always looking to add more to our network. Discover more power, more accuracy, and more coverage with our 450 megahertz signal. Call us to learn more today. PC Ag Solutions, 989-868-4444.
Did you know that spring is usually the biggest car and truck shopping season? I'm Steve Cook from Cook Chevrolet, inviting you to get a head start with these fantastic offers. First, with over 80 Silverado crew cabs, that's right, one of the largest inventories of pickups in Michigan. Take your pick, starting from only $299 a month. Second, Blazers are now available for as little as $289 a month. And last but not least, the Chevy Equinox starts at just $209. That's Cook Chevrolet M15 top of the hill in Vassar. Silverado's $299, Blazers $289, and Equinoxes just $209 a month. Check us out today.
Payments based on GM employee and family lease, 10,000 miles per year, and includes all rebates. $2,000 cash down plus all upfront fees due at signing. For all our great deals, call toll free or visit us on the web at cookchevysuperstore.com. Chevy, together let's drive.
Yeah, we'll give it another whirl here, Matthew. Let's see what's going on. First of all, Cody, are you there? No, he's not. It seems like we're having some technical difficulties right now. Let's try this and see. Yeah, why don't you just punch it up there? Cody, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now, Cody? Nope. Just barely. Just barely. Cody, why don't you go ahead and give us the prices, and then we'll try to figure this out.
Yeah. Right now, Terry, we got cash wheat. That's up 14 at the moment. $5.49 on the white, $4.59 on the red. New crop wheat, that's up 13. $5.70 on the white, $4.90 on the red. Looking over at cash corn, that's up 5 at the moment at $3.52. Crop corn, I'll call it up 3 at $4.06. And looking over at soybeans, we got cash soybeans down 2 at $10.87 and new crop soybeans up 2 at $10.99.
Cody, thank you so much for hanging with us here. We're having some technical issues. We did get those markets. We really appreciate it. You have a great day, okay?
Yeah, no problem. You guys as well.
All righty. Cody Harris over at Star of the West. Now let's try Doug Klein and see how we're doing there. Doug, good morning. What's going on in Chicago right now?
Well, we got kind of a mixed market. Dow Chemical hit a new high today. That's the first time it's seen $60 in a while. Gold, silver, and copper all hit new highs today. So Freeport-McMoRan also hit a new high today. So that trend is continuing. What else is interesting? I was charting corn yesterday just for giggles. And 454 came in as a possible minor buy signal. So, I mean, that's, if I was a gambling man, I might look at that. And then kind of compressed, though. 497 would be like a 497 might be the next buy signal, and then 504 might be the ultimate buy signal. So it's kind of interesting. Who knows what really happens? And then I was checking on the S&P, and it looks like 505 is support, so no worries at all unless the SPY goes down towards 505. So, like I said, no worries at all. So here's your numbers. The May corn is 431.5, up a nickel. July corn 445, up 4 cents. The May soybeans 1171.75, down 2 1/4. July soybeans 1185.5, down 2 1/4. The May wheat is 558.25, up 13, and July wheat 574, up 12 1/4. Crude oil, that trend is holding solid, 85.90, up 75 cents. Heating oil is 275.30, up 4 cents. Gasoline 277.63, up 1 3/4 cents. Natural gas 185.5. That's down 3/4 of a penny. Over to currencies, Canadian dollar, U.S. dollar buys $1.3520. That's down 44 ticks. The dollar buys 151.71 yen. That's up 16 ticks. The euro's at 108.24. That's up 56 ticks. The dollar's at 104.31. That's down 50 ticks. And the Fed was on either yesterday late or this morning, and they basically said, one of the governors said that December you might get a rate cut, but maybe not. So that's really been scaled back from 3 or 4 or 5 rate cuts this year down to about 1. So that's kind of interesting. Bonds didn't like that very much, so they're kind of their interest rates on bonds are going up a little bit, and the principal amount on bonds is going down a little bit. But so gold is at $22.8270, up $22 an ounce. Silver's $26.79, up 98 cents. That's almost 4%. And then platinum's at $934.90. That's up $12.70. And copper, by the way, is at $419.5. That's up 12.5 cents. Like I said, that's a new high for copper for the year. So.
Yeah.
Figure that into your house building plans, I guess.
Just make sure you park your car in the garage and lock it up. So we don't have to worry about any parts leaving. Doug, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Doug Klein over at Oppenheimer. It sounds like we're still having some issues there. He couldn't hear me at the end, so I don't know. Something's crazy today. I guess I better check and make sure that we paid the bill. Huh? Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Freeland Bean and Grain. They've got a great selection of products right now from Sure Crop and Nature's that'll help you increase your yields. And Vic Huffer, certified crop advisor, he can take care of business for you. He's got answers to the questions you might have. Remember, they've been serving you since 1983. They are Freeland Bean and Grain, where serving you is their business. Farm Service also brought to you today by the folks at Legendary Tree Care. Tree trimming? Yep. You need tree removal? Yep, they can handle it. Legendary Tree Care. No job is too big, no job is too small. They're fully licensed and insured, and they specialize in big projects. LegendaryTreeCare.com, or like them on Facebook. Who do we have up now, Matthew?
Up next, we have Bill Webster, or not Bill Webster, my bad. We have Chuck Servinski from Maple Hill, and we also have Jerry Servinski from the Bay Landscaping and Garden Center.
First of all, let's get a hold of Chuck here right now. Chuck Servinski, can you hear us okay this morning?
Yeah.
Can you hear us okay this morning?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Ah, great. Let's talk a little bit about getting that lawn ready for spring.
Yeah, if you got a few of those bare spots in the lawn this spring and need some good soil to use, why not try Topsoil Blend from Morgan Composting? It's powered by Dairy Dew, has a real balanced mix of peat and topsoil and little Dairy Dew to help grow the grass, and it comes screened and ready to use. You can also use this in raised beds as well as the lawn, and we've got it here in 1 cubic foot bags, and it's also available in bulk by the yard.
So as far as the Dairy Dew products are concerned, Chuck?
You can stop in and let us show you how to do it with Dairy Dew products from Morgan Composting.
Yeah, we've been, hopefully Dairy Dew would have something to fix our telephones today.
Yeah.
The way things have been going here, I don't know. Like I say, I think we paid the bill. Now somebody else has dropped their shoe, You take care, Chuck.
You do. We'll talk to you Friday.
All right. Talk to you on Friday. Chuck Servinski over at Maple Hill Nursery. I think we've got Jerry Samolsky on the line with us.
Yes, we do. Mr. Jerry Samolsky, how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty well. I think your phone lines may be made of Dairy Dew.
I think so. I don't know, but I'm going to call him Dairy Dew here pretty quick. Hey, what should we be doing right now, Jerry?
One of the things that people, say preen doesn't work. And, so what's happening is last fall we talked about weeding in the fall, putting your beds together to bed clean and ready to go for next year. Well, the winter annuals started blooming and fruiting and seeding, and so they're out now growing. So if you put your preen down, you say, well, geez, it didn't work. See, the weeds are already coming. Well, they were already started. And preen is a pre-emergent, which means that if the plant is already there, it won't stop it from growing. It helps keep seeds from germinating. But those winter annuals already started late last fall, and maybe so small you didn't see them, or very small they hid. Well, now they're up and going. So you want to get those winter annuals out, even if you put your preen down. Go check your beds for weeding.
All right. Jerry, you have a great day. We'll get the phones fixed and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Very good, sir.
All right, Jerry Samalski. We'll be right back.
It happens after every commercial building gets built.
That looks great, boys. Wow, what a change. The owners are going to be thrilled.
Even after cleaning out the garage or shed. That leftover scrap metal can be a burden, but it doesn't have to be, and it can make you some cash. Rifkin Scrap Iron and Metal is a metal recycling company that'll pay you cash and recycle your metal for the future. Rifkin Scrap Iron and Metal also makes it easy. We can provide containers for industrial manufacturing facilities and small specialty shops for moving and storing scrap metals. Looking to scrap a vehicle? We got you. Rifkin Scrap Iron and Metal in Saginaw, just north of the Dow Event Center. Also located in West Branch, 1 mile off I-75 and M76. Schedule a car pickup or check metal prices now at rifkin-co.com. Rifkin Scrap Iron and Metal, recycling today for tomorrow.
Back at 12:30 with an update. Now we conclude with the playing of our national anthem.
Broadcasting from the Stormmaster Exterior Studios, WSGW, Saginaw, Bay City, Midland, WSGW-FM, Carlton.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by